Good morning, everybody. Welcome. So happy you're here. So happy you're here. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you had a good morning. I got a walk in this morning, which felt really good. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. So happy you're here. So happy you're here. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you had a good morning. I got a walk in this morning, which felt. Sorry, guys. This is my first time doing this live webinar thing. So I'm here. Hi, Jolene. Yay. People can see me. I apologize for that little bit at the beginning, but I'm here and I'm excited. I put together a great presentation for you guys this morning to just help us work through our action hour. And I need to get an hour of work in. This morning, I had been traveling for 2 weeks and as much as I wanted to get a lot of work done while I was gone, it just didn't happen. So say hi if you're here. Post a little comment in the comments. And we will get started in a minute. I'm drinking my shake. I am going to do a little giveaway today. I put together these like little weekend survival kits for like a little info booth that I did. Oh my gosh, it must have been last year sometime at my chiropractor's office. And I said I would sell them for $20. I will be honest, nobody bought them, which made me really sad, but now I've been giving them, I've been like sending them to my new challengers and they love them because it comes with 2 packets of Shakeology, 2 packets of Energize for all day energy, 2 packets of Bevy to help curb your afternoon cravings, and 2 beach bars. So I'm going to give away one of these bad boys to one of you. So make sure that you are commenting below in the comment section and let's get started. Say hi if you're here. Jolene's the only one that said hi yet. So I am going to share my screen and get going. All right, here we go. That was a really beautiful face I had there. Oh, I didn't even tell you my name. My name is Amanda Huber. I have been a coach for 7.5 years. I joined in November of 2013. And I now am a full-time coach. I've been a full-time coach about 4 years now. I walked away from my education career after 16 years, moving my way up to an administrative level, a director of technology. And it just, the higher I moved up, the more schooling I went through. If you're a teacher, you feel me. The more schooling I went to and the higher I moved up, the more negative it became and the less fulfilled I became and the more fulfilled I became in this job. And so I am so blessed that I was able to walk away from that career and actually move myself from Chicago to Denver, and my life has been forever changed. So that's a little bit of my story, but let's get started and get to work so that we can get out of here in an hour. I put together a fun little presentation. I am excited about this one because I have not created one before. I kind of took bits and pieces from different ones that I've gone through with people before. I love doing the action hours from Christine Dwyer and her team, the Platinum Presenters ones. You guys have probably seen those. There's one 3 times a day, almost every day. I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there's only 2, but they're an early, a morning, an afternoon, and an evening action hour that you can get on. And it is from like top coaches in the network who are just there to walk you through an action hour, just like I'm going to do here. So I kind of took bits and pieces from different ones that I really love doing, and I'll end up sometimes just doing on my own when I can't get onto a live presentation. So let's go. I want to start us with a little mindset check. Before we dig in, it's important to get our minds in the right place. I was able to get up early this morning and do my devotional, and I went for a walk, and I actually just finished the book, Winning the War in Your Mind by Craig Groeschel. He is the pastor of Life Church, if you haven't heard of him, or heard of that church. The book was so good. I've been listening to it on my walks. I've been walking every day, and I've been listening to it on my walks, and it was life-changing. It's all about renewing your mind, reframing your mind, focusing on what's right and not focusing on what's not right. And I highly recommend it for anybody. So let me know if you guys dig into that book because it's been really good. So mindset check. I want you to stop right now and close your eyes and think about this question. Why do people need your light? And how can you show up to uplift and inspire today? You are different than me, and you are different than anybody, any other coach here, and any other person on this planet. God made us unique for a purpose, and you have something special that you can share. That is your light. That is different than mine. So what is it, and how can you show up as your unique, authentic self today to uplift and inspire someone else? Think about that. And let's move on and do a couple affirmations. So here's a few affirmations to also think about as we are moving through our action hour today. I am CEO of my amazing business. You can say it with me. I am positive and confident. I'm going to provide hope, love, and faith to my followers. I am blessed to be a part of this growing and successful company. You guys, now is the time. This company is about to blow up, okay? I have some incredible resources that can help people during this time of uncertainty, and I am ready to rock this power hour. Are you ready? Let's go. All right. Before we completely dive in, I'm going to share these slides in our Big Coach folder, so you don't have to, take a picture of everything. This is a nice one to take a picture of if you want, because it just really kind of lays out, these are the things that you should do every single day. These are your daily to-dos. They're very simple. Post and story with purpose. You want to post at least once a day. They're actually saying, so funny story. When we started, Jolene can attest to this, when we started coaching 7 years ago, we didn't have stories, we didn't have reels, we weren't doing Instagram even. We had Facebook, and we would post 3 to 5 times a day, basically what we now post in our stories, right? And then there was a time where it was like, no, you only need to post once a day. Well, now they're saying that you should post more than once a day now. But if you can do anything, post at least once a day. Best to post at least once a day than to skip days. Okay. And then stories should be about 10 to 15 stories a day. It's changing, ever changing all the time. Follow Brock and Chalene Johnson, and they'll keep you updated on all of the newest, what we should be doing on social media stuff. So, but we want to post and story and reel with purpose. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. The second thing that we need to do every day is expand, connect, invite, and follow up. And we're going to do that together today. That's basically the part we're going to do together. You should check into your challenge group, love on your people. We're actually going to do that together today. And then every day also check your back office, check your sponsorship drill down so you can recognize your coaches, your downline coaches, all of that. Okay. So we're going to take 5 minutes today because I haven't storied much, or I haven't posted yet, number one. And I want you to get on your stories and talk about what we're doing right now. Okay, we're going to take 5 minutes to actually do that, but let's talk about it for a second, because we said we want it to be with purpose. You want your posts and your stories to build value for others. They're for other people. They're not just for you to share what's going on in your day. Now, there is part of a purpose to that for sure, but it's really about how can you give value when you're sharing your workout. So you're sharing your workout, and don't just say, oh, I'm on day 1 of 21 Day Fix. Nobody knows what that means. That doesn't matter. You want to tell them something about how exercise can help them. Or maybe in the caption or the text of your story, you're sharing something that you learned from your personal development that morning. So you really want to share value, and you want to share resources. People love recipes, people. It's an easy way to share a resource with somebody. Or I share a prayer every morning. I use the YouVersion Bible app, and they have this really cool, it's kind of like you're going through a story essentially. And there's a prayer at the end and a Bible verse that you're going through. And I kind of share that every single day, and that's adding value. And people love that. They love seeing that every day. So it's really, you want to share value and resources of the things that are that are going to help people get to know you, but also learn from you and gain value from you. Okay. So share content that is valuable to your market. That's specific to who are you talking to? Are you talking to a mom who is struggling with time management? For me, I'm talking to the someday mom right now. I'm 42 and I don't have children yet. I haven't struggled with fertility per se because I haven't tried to have a child because I have been single for many years. But I am a someday mom. So I could be talking to a 25-year-old who's also a someday mom, who wants to be a mom someday, doesn't necessarily know when that is, doesn't necessarily know exactly how that's going to happen, but knows that that is a dream of theirs. Okay, so what kind of content are you going to share that's going to be valuable for the person you're talking to? Just remember to just share your heart. So right now, I want you to we're going to take 5 minutes, and we are going to you can go on your stories and share what we're doing right now, how important this community is, how helpful it is, how you're not, when you become a coach, you're not just thrown to the wolves and you're all alone. Okay. Or if you have something else on your heart right now, share your heart. People need to hear that. Be that light and share whatever it is that needs to be shared right now. So I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to mute myself because I'm going to be talking to my stories and I don't want to distract you. So I am going to jump out here and just mute myself if I can. Where am I? There we go. Oh, I will see you in a few minutes. There we go. I will see you in a few minutes. I'll see you in a few minutes. I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, I forgot to set a timer because I just jumped in my stories. So if you're still working on that, that's great. Go ahead and finish up. But I'm going to move on because I like to talk and I'm a little behind schedule here. So let's move on. You can always come back to, if you're writing a post or something, you can continue working on it, or you can move on with us and come back to that. But we are going to expand our network. It is so important. Hang on. To expand your network every day. So we are going to do it in two ways. I really talk about it on this slide about in Instagram, but I've really been kind of going a lot back to Facebook lately, and I've been having some good success there. I'm still on Instagram and growing there as well and connecting there as well. But I want us to do this in two places. And so here's how on Facebook, I keep it really, really simple. I go to my friend, like the people you should know, or the people you might know, or whatever it says. And I just go, boop. I should say this. I do look, and if they are friends with another coach on my team, I don't send them a friend request, because either they are likely already a coach or already a customer or already connecting and talking with the coaches on my team. And I'm not about like stepping on toes. Okay. So, but then other people, I have a lot of people I know, a lot of people I'm friends with on Facebook. And so anybody else who I don't see that they're friends with anybody on my team, I say friend request, friend request, friend request, friend request. I do 25 people every single day. I actually just started doing this again after listening to Holly Hillier's National Wake Up Call a couple weeks ago. If you have watched that one or have done that one, it's kind of an action hour, and I got a lot of great tips. Our team has been kind of implementing some of the things that she's been doing. I'm not going to dive into it today, really, just because I'm keeping this one a little bit more simple. But let's just talk about, we're going to go to Facebook. Let's just do that right now. Everybody go to Facebook and quickly, doesn't need to be a big thing, quickly send friend requests. It is like giving out your business card. They can accept or not accept your friend request. Don't overthink it. Okay? Don't overthink it. I have so many new friends now that I didn't think I would, and now I'm connecting with them and chatting with them. And it's not weird. So get that out of your head. Okay, so go over to Facebook, go to the little three dots or lines and go to friends. And then it'll give you a whole bunch of people that you can send friend requests to. All right, let's spend a few minutes doing that. Comment in the comment section when you are done with that, and I will move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. That's it. That's all it takes, guys. I promise you. That's it. That's all it takes. Comment done when you're done. And Kara, I was just reading the comments, and I'm glad you can sympathize or empathize with me. Hopefully you're having a positive, this past year was a positive experience overall. Let's just say I was a director of innovative learning, basically technology and curriculum. So this last year would have been all on me. Would have been tough. I've thanked God every day for that this year. All right, so after we are done on Facebook, we are going to jump over to Instagram. And I do this a little bit differently. I used to do the kind of follow, unfollow method. And then all I found was I just had all of these people I was following, and I'd have to go in and do all the unfollowing, and I wouldn't, let's just say. I need to go do some unfollowing again, to be honest, because I don't like my following to be super high compared to my followers. So lately, and I find that it may not be growing as fast, but I honestly think it's probably growing in the same trajectory as if I was just randomly following people. Because I don't really pay that much attention when somebody follows me. So I'm like, if I don't pay that much attention to it, do other people really pay that much attention? So instead, what I've been doing the same thing where you find an inspo account or an account that you love to follow. Or like for me, I'm going to go to Craig Groeschel today because I just talked about in my stories how I just finished listening to his book. So I'm going to go to his account. I'm going to go to one of his pictures, and I'm going to go to the people that commented on those first, because I know that those people are active on Instagram. If they're commenting on a post, they're active on Instagram. I'm going to go to those people first. And I'm going to, if they have stories, I start there. I watch their stories. And if anything, I just send them one of the emojis. But I'm really wanting to try to connect with them. But if anything, I send them in one of those, just, you know how you can just send like the heart emojis or the smiley face with the heart emojis. I will just like send one of those. That's more of giving them a business card than following them. Because now I'm in their inbox and they're like, who is this girl? So then they're going to come over to my page and see what I'm about and then maybe connect with me, right? And so that's the goal here. But really, remember what we talked about at the beginning. I mean, yes, our goal is eventually we want people to feel good and join us to feel good, right? But we want to make them feel good along the way. And we want to be a light, and we want to share value, and we want to inspire them and make them feel really good about themselves, right? And so that's really what your goal is here, is to connect with people who may be like you. And if they are following and commenting on a post of somebody that you follow and love to follow, then likely you might be friends, right? And you may connect. And so you want to go love on them and give them some love, either on their posts or in their stories. I always start, if they have stories, I start there. And then I look at their posts and I'll like and comment on a couple of them, and then I move on. I don't personally, right now, I'm not following new people. I'm commenting, I'm watching their stories, I'm liking their posts. And then if they follow me back, or if they follow me, I should say, not follow me back. If they follow me, I am keeping a list. This is kind of the Holly Hillier thing, and I'm not going to go super into it, but I have a list of all the new friends on Facebook and all the new followers on Instagram. And so then I know who I'm connecting with when we get to the specific we're going to do a little more connecting after this, but let's spend 10 minutes. I will set a timer this time. Spend 10 minutes and do this with 20 to 30 people. So again, find an account. So I'm going to go to Instagram. I'm going to start a timer now. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
I'm going to go to Craig Groeschel. There he is. I'm going to go to one of his posts. Do what's right and trust God with the results is a little quote he's got. It's got 22,000 likes on it and 200 comments on it. So I'm going to go through those and I'm going to see who I connect with. Find 20 to 30 people that I can love on and connect with right now in the next 10 minutes. Okay? Ready? Go. If the account is private, I just move on. I don't overthink it. There's a lot of privates, and that's fine. It is what it is. Rebe, I'm not sure how to say your name. I will be sharing this in the Dream Extreme folder. I'll actually probably just share the link here too. Let me figure out how to do that at the end so that you guys can have this presentation. All right, tonight's healthy dinner is some basil, and the carbs are so. Read this verse with me. Hey, everybody. All right, that was 10 minutes. Alexa, dismiss timer. Alexa, dismiss timer. Let's move on. We are going to really quick, we're just going to spend not even 5 minutes. Again, I talk too much and I want to get to some invites, but go into your challenge group right now. Go love on your customers, love on your coaches. You can go into your team page or into the United Coach Collaboration page even. Look at the post where People shared their achievements this week. Go give them some love. Or you can send personal messages to your customers and your coaches right now. I have like a group thread for all of my new customers of 2021 that I use as their new customers are added. I add them to this group thread and I give them value and love right there in that group and ask them how they're doing. And then I also personally reach out to them as well. And then I have a coach thread as well. I also have a team page. So a few different ways, but take some time to just go connect with a couple people. You're not going to get through a ton in 3 minutes, but you will get through a few, and you can be that light and hopefully inspire and encourage them to do something today. Maybe you send them a little quote that you saw today. Something I've been loving doing also is when I share like a quote or something on my stories, I'll tag a bunch of people from my team, and then they'll reshare it. And that's just, again, another way to inspire and encourage somebody. All right. So let's spend 3 minutes just loving on our current people. It's important to get new people, but don't forget the people that are already at your table. Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
All right, Alexa, dismiss timer. All right, Alexa, dismiss timer. All right, let's move on. We are going to do follow-ups before we do invites. And I actually have a couple little scripts for you guys to help you. Let me see if anybody had any questions before. Awesome. So we're going to follow up with anyone that you've invited this week and haven't gotten a response from. Anyone who's asked for info, and you sent them info, but you haven't heard back from them. Or anyone who has a share cart and hasn't checked out yet. Okay, so let's look at a couple examples of what you can send. I always want you to share from your heart, and I always want to share from my heart, but I love me a good response example. Love, 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 love. It just helps me to kind of frame something, and I love some new language and hearing what other people say, and learning from them. And then I kind of adapt it to my own. So follow up on a no response. This is what I send. Hey, Andrea, I do not want to be a bother, but I do want to be a support to those who may need it. I know we are all so busy, and if you're like me, you probably opened my last message and forgot to respond. No worries, I get it. So I just wanted to make sure you know I didn't forget about you. Were you interested in joining us this month? Or were you interested, whatever you had invited them to, kind of follow up. You always want to end with a question and not with a let me know if you're interested. You always want to make sure that you're ending it with a question. Follow up on a share cart example. Hey, Andrea, just wanted to check in to see if you had a second to finish up your cart. I can't wait to get you plugged in and rocking. Did you have any troubles with it? Again, you're there to help them. They were interested, obviously interested in enough to give you their email and their Shakeology flavor that they wanted to share a cart. And I'm sure life got busy. So you're just kind of following up with them, checking in on them to see if there are any questions and if they had any trouble getting checked out. And then follow up on an info example, very similar. Hey, Andrea, just wanted to check in to see if you had a second to look over that virtual gym info, look over that virtual presentation I sent you, et cetera, et cetera. Did you have any questions you wanted to chat about? I have a few girls getting plugged in on Monday, and I just didn't want to miss you if you were ready. So we're only going to spend about 5 minutes on this, but go through the people that you invited this week and that you've sent cards to and info to, and shoot them these messages. It should not take very long. Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes, especially if you have them on a list. Right? Do you want me to put these in the, oh, I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if I can put them in the chat. Let me see if I can here in a second. Or let me see if I can share this presentation. Share link to view, copy. You guys get working, and I will pop this in the comment section here for you guys so that you have it for yourself. I'll also put it in the Dream Extreme folder, or whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about? The Big Coach group folder. So I will do that as well. I'm dropping the link to the presentation in there for you. Okay. I have. Also, I use my note section like crazy because it goes straight from my computer to my phone. So if I need to copy something from one to the other, I can easily do that, because now what I just put in the note section here, because I have a Mac computer, is now on the note section of my phone, and I can send that. Another great way is, if you can't just like go copy and paste, is read this into your phone, like use the voice dictation and read it into your note section. And then you can copy it from there. All right, Alexa, dismiss timer. I got through 10 follow-ups. We still have a few more to do, but I will get to them later. Let's move on to invite. We are going to use the rest of the time, which is about 7 minutes, to invite. So we are going to invite those who you've been connecting with and those who have been loving on your posts, watching your stories. We want to make sure that we are inviting with purpose and enthusiasm, and because people can sense your energy. So if you need to, stand up for a second, shake it off. I wish I could play music, as I love music, but I can't because Facebook says no. So we are going to just spend the rest of the time here sending some invites. Again, I put some examples here for you. If you are someone who is a brand new coach and you're still working on your hot market, like that is the people who are closest to you, your family, your close friends, your neighbors, those people that do really know you really well already. There is an example there for you. And for the rest of us who may have been in this for a while, there are a few examples as well for someone you've been talking with already, you've been connecting with maybe for the last week or so, maybe even the last few days. There isn't a specific, like, how many days should I be connecting before I invite? There isn't a specific number there. You have to go with kind of your instinct and your gut and what feels right for that situation and for the person you're connecting with. Like, there isn't an answer for that. I'm sorry. And then for someone who's liking or following your post, they're liking them, they're commenting on them, there's an example for you to send. And then someone who's watching your workout stories, there's an example for you there. So let's just spend the rest of the time here. My clock says 5 minutes. I will stay on a little bit longer if you want. I'm just going to set the timer for 10. We'll be 5 minutes over. If you need to leave, that's fine. But I'm okay being about 5 minutes over. So I am going to set that timer. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes and let's get going. It is 9 o'clock, so if you need to jump off, I am going to be looking at the comments section and choosing a winner here. Let me do that now really quick. I actually didn't really give you guys specifics on that, so maybe I should have done that, but actually I will send you a personal message if you are the winner, because I'm going to put all the names of those who have commented into a little hat and choose one or two of you to send you a little weekend survival kit, because we all need that, right? Get some extra nutrition in with your Shakeology, some energy with some Energize, some Bevy for those cravings, because there are many times a little stronger on the weekends, and some beach bars for just an easy snack on the go when you're running around grocery shopping and doing all the errands. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm still here working, so I'm going to work for another 4 minutes or so until that timer goes off. But I again want to say thank you to all of you, and I will say thank you again at the end, but I want to say thank you to those that need to jump off now. I am inviting from my stories right now. Another example of a invite that I've been sending lately. Actually, I wonder if I can put it in the comments for you guys. Is this? It's kind of it's a long one, but it also kind of asks for a referral. Maybe it's like maybe it's not for you, but maybe it's for somebody else you know. So that's an invite I've been loving sending lately. So that's kind of what I'm using right now in my stories, because I took a week off of working out. After traveling, my body needed some time to heal. So I'm not really working through a program right now, but I'm excited. I'm going to do a 6 weeks of the work and Lift 4 hybrid for the next 4 weeks, both until 645 comes out. So I'm excited. All right, guys, I think I forgot to set a timer. But I hope this was helpful. I appreciate you being here, taking time out on a Saturday morning to get some work done. And now, hopefully, you feel accomplished and you can go enjoy your day. I'm going to go have some park fun and with some friends and then go to the pool. And it's just going to be a chill, relaxing day. So I appreciate you being here and I will see you soon.